Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick. My name is Callie Say and I'm here at Transwest in trailer sales. So for those of you that aren't familiar with us, we're right off I-25, about 30 minutes north of Denver. We are Cimarron and Logan dealers, so if you're looking for a brand new trailer, those are the two brands that we carry. If you're looking for something used, we've got anything from little bumper pulls to big LQs that we take in on trade. So what I've got right behind me today is actually a sold unit. This is going to be very similar to some of the trailers we order for inventory. The cool thing about a Cimarron trailer is it's a completely customizable trailer. So as long as the engineers sign off and Cimarron is down to build it, you can have any customization that you want on these. This one in particular didn't stray too far from our inventory builds, but there are a few things that the customer upgraded on this one that really is gonna make it a custom trailer to suit their needs. So let's go ahead and pull up the drawing on that one, go over some specs. So this trailer is 7'7" tall, so it's a little bit extra tall on this one. A standard trailer for Cimarron is 7'1" tall. You can go up every 3-inch increments. And then they just did standard width, so it's 6'9" wide and it's 15 feet 4 inches on the floor. We've got a 4'3" short wall on our tack room, and we've got a pretty standard stall size area of 11 feet 1 inch on the head side. So now you guys have an idea of the layout. Let's go ahead and check out this trailer. So we're gonna start up front here. They opted for just the regular crank jack on this one. You're always welcome to quote it with an electric jack, or if it's a really big bumper pull, an electric over hydraulic. Something like this trailer doesn't weigh that much, so it's gonna be pretty easy to crank up and down. Got your 2 safety chains, your breakaway. So all of your safety equipment right there. And then the tongue length on this one, this is a 3-foot tongue. This is what we ordered for inventory. If you're looking to build something that you're hauling behind a motorhome, you need a little extra clearance, we can extend that tongue by about 6 inches. So we do that on a lot of our big 4 and 5 horse bumper pulls. Something like this though is going to be just fine with a 3-foot tongue. It's a lot longer than what you'll get on a lot of the competitor brands. 18 inches of diamond plate down low, followed by a stainless nose. So that diamond plate is going to be a lot more resistant to rock chips than your 050 white aluminum sheets here. So we do that low where you're most likely to get hit by that gravel. If you've got a big dually or something that you know is going to fling up a lot of rocks, you're on a lot of gravel roads, you can always extend this diamond plate up. I think every 6 inches you can go up. So you know, we have some people that will run it 36 inches high just because they know they're going to get a lot of road blast right there on the front. You can opt to do color match if you don't want the polished stainless. I think this dresses it up nicely. A lot of people really like the clean look of that polished stainless, but it's always up to you guys. Customizable trailer. And then the white sheets themselves. The white sheets are standard, and they're what we order in a majority of our inventory. However, we can also do charcoal metallic, silver metallic, black, so there's lots of different options. And then we've got a whole array of custom colors. One of the benefits of going with one of their standard colors is they're a little bit thicker sheets, so they're 050 aluminum versus an 040 aluminum. So you're going to be a little bit more robust, take a little bit more abuse. As we work our way around here, you guys can notice all this height here. That extra 6 inches really is going to give them a lot more head space here. Anytime we do a swing out saddle rack, we're going to opt for this bigger opening here. This is a 42-inch wide door. Now a 32-inch is fine if you're just jumping in and out of a trailer, but if you have that swing out, you want to be able to still get by with plenty of room, and you want to leave your saddles clearance in case you've got some big roping saddles. So having that 42-inch wide door really gives you the extra space you need. On all our inventory units, we'll opt to put on this fold-up step. A lot of our customers follow suit. They like the ability to just jump in this trailer. It takes the height from the running board all the way from up here all the way to down here. So even though you're 6'10" wide, you have a good amount of running board, it's so much easier to be able to get in and out of this trailer with the fold-up step. I've got a Cimarron trailer at my house right now, and having the fold-up step is a huge option. Right here, this swing out saddle rack is completely adjustable. So if you have a customer that needs to add additional saddle tiers, we usually keep these in stock. so that you can throw one on right away. If not, Cimarron's got plenty of these on hand. These blanket poles, we can also have additional on here as well. They're really easy to adjust. You've got a top and a bottom bolt here. You just loosen those up a little. You can slide them up and down completely off the post if you needed to. So that really gives you a lot of customization just in the saddle rack post there. On the door here, you have two different options you can do on your trailers. You can do a brush box or you can do a tack door organizer. Most of our inventory is going to have this brush box here. We found that the majority of our customers like that. But we do have the occasional ones that really want that brush caddy here on the door, and it's completely up to you guys which one you want to go with. I had one customer, she wasn't sure which one she wanted more, so she ordered both, and she can switch them out if she ever gets tired of it. Some people will go ahead and put a swing out blanket poles on the door. They're on a gas shock. It's a 4-tier. This customer opted to put them on the saddle rack post. So it's completely up to you on how you set these ones up if you build them. As we walk in here, you're going to notice some other upgrades. So one of the things this customer opted for is they wanted, instead of the carpeting or the black rubber mats that we put in here, they wanted this gray rubber tread flooring that we do. This is a really cool option. We started doing it on a lot of our cattle trailers. Very easy to clean, seamless, doesn't add a lot of weight to the trailer, and it's really easy to sweep and vacuum up. We've used this floor on a lot of our stock show trailers. Super easy to clean. This is something that you're going to see on a lot more of our inventory trailers moving forward. On the wall here, it's carpeted completely behind these bridle hooks. If you've got bridles swinging back and forth here, we really want to make sure there's carpeting behind them, and that is a standard option at Cimarron. Those bits swinging back and forth will really mark up those walls if you don't have the carpet, and it's really loud on the other side for your horses if they have to listen to metal on metal clanking as they go down the road. So this is a really great thing that Simeron does. Every single one is standard to have carpeting behind it if you add a set of hooks. You can go in and carpet this complete partition wall if you ever have the desire to do so. We do that on a lot of our goosenecks and customer orders. That way, if you do shove any boxes or anything right against this wall here, they're not going to scratch up the lower panels. Spare tire right over here on your little bumper poles. Most of them are going to be sitting right here inside. And Cimarron's standard wheel option is actually an aluminum wheel. This is an aluminum spoke. You can do it in black or silver. If you go for a bigger tire option, we have other options for wheels as well. They're a little more upgraded and a higher price point, but this is so great that they have this as an option for their standard models. This one just comes with a load range E tire, and these tires are actually protected under their own warranty. So Cimarron has a really great strong warranty of 3-year hitch to bumper, 8-year structural for any of their Cimarron built components. However, these tires have their own warranty offered through Lion's Head, and it's a 1-year no questions asked, 2-year roadside assistance, and 5-year against any manufacturer defects. So we have a lot of people take advantage of this because even if it's not the tire's fault, if you curb check something or run over a nail, blow a tire, they're going to cover you for 1 year without any questions asked. So you just need to provide documentation of the tire and photos, get it to us, and we can send it in for that warranty replacement. So really, really great option there. Right up above there, we've got a nice big OptiBrite light. Now on our goosenecks, we tend to add quite a few more lights just because you've got so much more surface area. These big OptiBrite lights, they bounce off all of these white sheets on here. And that is one of the things I like about Cimarron is their skins are both sides. So it's not just silver on the inside, it's actually white and white. And that really helps with the light and brightness in here, makes that light go a lot farther. If you have a lot of carpet in your trailer, we always recommend doing additional lights. That's because this dark carpet really soaks up a lot of that light, and it'll make it a little dimmer in here. But especially something like this, a lot of white sheets, great option. Last but not least, right in this corner here, we've got our 25-gallon corner water tank on stand. This is something you'll see on just about every single one of our inventory units. It's just such a great place. It's kind of dead space otherwise. So these water tanks fit really well back in this corner. Even if you don't ever use one, you never know when you might be going somewhere where water is not readily available. And you're going to be really happy that we equipped one with these water tanks here. Fold up step, super nice. As we work our way around here, got a couple different options. We always option it with the 16-inch awning light on each side over where you tie your horses. This is going to once again throw off tons of light at night. They're LED. They are incredibly bright. I have a lot of people that will park next to Cimarron trailers that have these lights on them to steal some of their light when they're tacking up at shows. Extrusions work all the way down on the stall area here. One of the things that people comment on a lot is how beautiful these Cimarron trailer exteriors are. You're not going to see a lot of metal fasteners, rivets, anything like that, because all of these extrusions are interlocking, so they're like giant puzzle pieces, these trailers. They own all their own extrusions, so they can make all these dies and cuts so that everything locks together really well. All the welding is done on the inside, so you've got all the welding on the inside, and then you've got your insulation and matting, which is going to give it a really clean, sleek appearance on the exterior. It also adds a lot of structural strength to the side of your trailer. Anytime you can avoid having to over weld a piece, like a lot of people will take the rear frame and it'll be 3 separate pieces that are welded together. Cimarron's got one giant extrusion that they use, so they've eliminated a lot of the weak points that they have where those welds would be, and they've created a really strong structure on their trailers. By having these interlocking joints here, it just increases the strength of these sidewalls of these trailers. They also have triple hollow slats as they roll down. So I always tell people, go ahead and knock on the side of a Cimarron trailer and then go knock on a competitor brand, and you're going to be amazed at how stout they are. So from the ground up, these trailers are built to last. They have a very, very, very strong frame on them. On this right here, the hip side, you've got a couple different options. You can do side slats if you want more of a stock look on it. Bus windows are what's standard, and it's what I'd say a majority of our people opt for. If you're down in Texas or somewhere really warm, you might want drop downs on the hip side. These are all options that we've done. Some people, if they want a big 7-horse, they might do a drop down bus window, drop down bus window. You can have that flexibility on a Cimarron. It is a completely custom built trailer. So as we work our way around here, you're going to notice that standard, it comes with a little window on the hip side of these 60/40 doors. Since we're standard width here, what's really nice is we can do a 60/40 setup. So if you've got good well-broke horses, you can walk them in and out of that 160 door, and they have plenty of room to get in and get out without having to open both of them up. We do have holdbacks on all the doors, so if you've got a horse that's maybe a little nervous, you can open both of these up and have a nice clear loading area for them. Some people will opt for a rear ramp on these, or they'll do a rear ramp with Dutch doors over. Lots of different options when it comes to these Cimarron trailers, but rear ramps are something that we can put on after the fact. So if you buy a Cimarron trailer from us and then you find your horse is not loading like they should on these trailers, maybe they don't like the step-up option, there's a good chance we have ramps in stock that will fit your trailer, assuming it's something that we're carrying. If not, we can get it built, sent here, and put on after the fact. So that's a really great option if you have any desire to do that in the future. Right here, you're going to notice this floor is a little bit different than you see on most of our inventory trailers. This is called werm flooring, and it is a completely seamless floor, so there's no urine that's going to get down to your aluminum, cause any pitting and corrosion. This is not a floor that drains. This is a great option to protect that aluminum floor on your trailer. Underneath your Cimarron, you've got 4-inch interlocking decks. So these trailers are running on 4-inch centers with V-trusses every other on your floor structure. Incredibly strong floor. A lot of people will want to go in and drill a bunch of holes in it and let it drain out, but we recommend werm flooring. We think that Cimarron built the strongest floor on the market for a reason, so don't go put a whole bunch of holes in it. This werm flooring is a great option. Comes in a variety of colors. Black is standard, but they opted to put in a little gray. This is similar to our stock show trailer last year. I've done purple floors, I've done blue floors, I've done hot pink floors, but you know, standard black is pretty classic as well. There are tons of options, and Levi at Werm Flooring is really great at walking customers through those different options, and She can show you different examples of things she's built previously. This floor has a nice grippy, tacky surface to it. So if you have horses that are loading in and out of your trailer with maybe shoes on and it's snowy, it's going to give them a lot more texture and grip than just a regular rubber mat. The huge benefit of having this type of floor is all you have to do is power wash it out. You don't have to pull mats. You don't have to worry about pitting and corrosion from from urine sitting on your floor. This is another upgrade that customer opted for. So they wanted these bar type dividers. Lots and lots of airflow. If you've got horses that are buddy sour, this is a really great option. We do this on quite a few of our trailers. It seems like almost all our living quarters are being built with these bar type dividers here. This is something that you can do if you live in a hotter climate. I've been told that they do allow a lot more air to get in and out of these trailers, but if you want, you can also do a stud divider down low. So if you have the desire to have storage up front, or you've got a horse that maybe is a little bit of a kicker, you can do a stud divider, a hanging mat after the fact. So that's always something you can change out. This one also opted for padded dividers. That's something you're going to see on most of our trailers. Going forward, we've just started adding a lot of the pads. It seems like a lot of people like it on there. Cimarron is really cool in that all of their dividers are nice, smooth. Everything's got a radius on it, so it's not something where you have to worry about your horse getting cut up, and that's why you have a divider or a divider pad. But a lot of people like it. If they've got light colored horses, this aluminum will rub on their fur and leave those silver marks on them. Or some people just really want their horses to be a little more comfortable. So there's a lot of reasons people use these pads, but you'll see them on a lot of our inventory trailers going forward. In the stall area itself, you've got kick mats on the hip side and head side, partition wall and rear doors. Above that, you've got these 050 aluminum sheets. This is all insulated and lined in these stall areas. It is a standard option on their Norstar models. Your roof is standard insulated on every single Cimarron, so that is not something you can change. These roofs are called a FiberTech roof. They are a honeycomb core, incredibly strong. If you wanted to, you could walk up and down this roof. You don't have to look for these roof bows. They add a lot of structural strength to the trailer. They keep it quieter on the inside. And in the hotter summer, you're going to be a lot cooler in here, and then in the winter it'll be a little bit warmer. Lots of great benefits to this Cimarron roof here. We've got roof vents over each stall. Big drop-down windows on the head side. And once again, another big off-to-right light on the inside. If we pan up, you've got an 8-inch awning light for your load light. It's going to light up that area on the ground there, so if your horses are loading at night, they can see what they're doing. As far as running gear on this trailer, you've got two 3,500-pound rubber torsion axles. Those are Dexter axles. Plenty of axle underneath this trailer for what they're going to be loading in here. As you look up on this side here, you're going to see that other 16-inch awning light, and you can see how bright it is. It's kind of nice. We've got a little bit of a cloudy day. You can kind of see how these lights operate a little bit better. Your drop-down windows are going to have the jail bars on the head side. I really like these jail bars because they're one solid piece. So that's how you take them out and drop them down. You don't have to collapse a bar, pull a string, anything like that. Makes it incredibly strong, but also eliminates a moving part that could potentially break. So that's what a lot of Cimarron is famous for, is they're really good at thinking through the long-term solutions to problems so that you don't have to replace parts as often. Your trailer has better longevity, which increases your resale value. And that's what customers are really drawn to. They want a really safe product for their horses to be hauled in, but they also want something that's going to retain value. And, as far as I've been here, as long as I've been here, Cimarrons have really maintained their value and they build a great product. So, big drop-down windows on the head side. They're incredibly strong, lots of framing behind them. If you guys have any questions on what they look like behind these windows, there's over 6 inches of framing back here. One of the first things that I was told to do when I got here was to try and tweak one of these Cimarron windows. These drop downs are so incredibly strong. It's not something that you can do easily. Great cert hinges on all of your doors and drop downs. Make it so that you can maintain these hinges, keep them nice and lubricated for years and years to come. I hit mine once or twice a year. If you're living on a dirt road or using it more frequently, you might need to do it a little bit more often, but it's really easy. Get yourself a grease gun, some white lithium grease, and you can maintain this trailer. So for those of you that have any questions, this trailer is sold, but they actually modeled it off of one of the trailers we had here in inventory. So there's a good chance that we have something sitting here that is close to this. If you need something right away, if you're willing to wait and want to build it, you can have a trailer just like this with maybe some of your own upgrades and options. You can check out the stock number. It's 5N231103. It is a 2024 Cimarron Norstar 2-horse bumper pull. If you guys have any questions on this trailer, any of our other trailers, anything on our lot in inventory, or if you want to build one, which is our favorite thing to do, you can contact me. My name is Callie Say. My phone number is 970-309-6368. You can call or text at that number. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today. I hope everybody has a great Friday.